Unfortunately, I have an update on the stood up situation. So as I was making TikToks in my car drinking my coffee, I receive a phone call from this man. And I answer it and I'm like, literally, what do you want? And I said, and he was like, I'm almost there. And I'm like, what the is happening right now? Am I in a parallel universe? We originally had plans at 1 o'clock. That ended up getting pushed back the whole way to 3:15, and then here we are at 3:15. This man starts calling me at 3:45, and I'm like, I literally was like, he FaceTimed me. That's actually what happened. He FaceTimed me. He's like, I'm driving. I'm almost there, and he sent me his location. He was only a couple minutes away, and I said, you're lucky I'm still even fucking here.
Dude, her date was supposed to be at 1, and now he's showing up close to 4 p.m. And you know what she's doing? She's putting up with it. She's still there. Does she not have better things to do? She just sat there for 3 hours. And you know why she did? Because it's Alpha Chad, right? Do you think she put up with this from Beta Brad? No. But from Alpha Chad, she totally puts up with this bad behavior. You know why? Because she knows this dude is just out of her league. Right? These chicks will put up with this stuff from these bad boys. Right? And then they'll, when as they get older and they find that beta provisioner, they will take it out on that beta provisioner. All of these guys who did them wrong, that they poorly chose, they'll be like, oh, now I have these boundaries. I have boundaries now. Nobody will treat me like this. And you have to put up with that as the beta idiot who marries her in the future.
Because I don't want to, I was like, I'm so done. Like, I'm ready to go. And I said, I just don't have time for this.
You're not going anywhere. It's very
obvious you don't respect my time. He's like, let me explain in person.
You don't respect your time either. You waited there for 3 hours. What are you talking about?
And I was like, anyways, so I was here still, and I was just kind of like, whatever. Like, he is here. Like, I'll go look at this man. And
jeez, man, the dirty mouth, too. It's like so off-putting.
Rip him apart. So that's what I did.
How many times she cursing this over?
So, not really, but basically, I ended up going, this fucking idiot. I won't be seeing him again. I will not be seeing this man again. And that is a win in my book. There's absolutely nothing between me and him. He really wants to see me again. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm so sorry. It is a blessing I was even seeing you today. He tried to buy me a coffee. I had this much left of my coffee. I was like, I'm good. Because I bought my own. And then we sat outside. He was kind of explaining to me the situation about, like, his VP called him. I don't even fucking care. And then I sat out there, and he was asking me a bunch of questions. And I just, couldn't have cared less about the conversation. I wasn't into it. And I just wasn't feeling him, and I'm not into it at all. So I won't be seeing him again. He's like, well, am I going to see you again? And I was like, I don't know, to be honest. Like I said, I don't think so. And he's like, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do that.
Just show up late again.
I almost deleted your number so I don't hit you up. I want you to be the one to have to hit me up. Just so, I'm not texting you if you don't want to see me again. And I was like, yeah. And I started walking away from, I couldn't have made it more obvious that I'm just not interested. But at least we gave it. We went, we saw him. He didn't even deserve that. But at this point, I was like, okay, I'm here. I might as well just see what he has to say. I'm like, let me get it for you guys. Let me give you guys the plot. Let me give you guys some other shit to learn and learn from. Since I did spend most of my day waiting on this idiotic man. Either way, his humor is stupid. I think he's slightly racist. I'm not into it.
Uh-oh. Conservative Trump supporter?
I'm not a fan. I don't with his vibe.
Oh my gosh. I was... With your dirty mouth, honey, I don't think a lot of guys would.
At all. And yeah, so I won't be seeing him ever again. He was like, I can't even believe you're, I'm so I appreciate you.
Here she is still complaining about him. She just can't stop talking about this dude.
So nice to me today. I said, yeah, someone argued too nice. I said, I'm being a little too nice to you right now, even though I was giving it to him. But either way, I told him on the date, I was like, I already unmatched you on Hinge. And I was like, so,
Hinge?
Before I was done. I was already ready to leave. He's like, I don't blame you at all. I don't blame you. I won't be seeing him again.
Yeah, sure. I don't buy that, but she could tell herself whatever she wants. Women will often do this too. Talk about, especially when it comes to these chats, man. They'll say so. Oh, I'll never see him again. Oh, terrible dude. Oh, he's so stupid. Never see him again. And then next thing you know, she's at his house later that night. I don't buy it. Another chick who gets stood up. You gotta love this trend of women getting stood up for these dates once they hit their 30s. Because this is something that guys deal with. I mean, from the time we first start dating until we stop dating, right? It never ends. Guys are just numb to this, right? We're just numb to this type of behavior. Oh, she flaked. Oh, she stood me up. Oh, just never even bothered to call or made some dumb excuse. But for women, it's a shocker, right? It's a shocker. And it usually doesn't happen until they hit the magic 3-0. And then that's when they notice, like, hey, this never happened to me before. Why is this happening more and more? What's going on? Then they'll do that plausible deniability instead of going, hey, I'm getting older. Maybe guys aren't interested in me as much anymore. Maybe I should start lowering my standards, stop going for these guys out of my league. No, instead they'll just feed themselves excuses and lie to themselves and be like, well, maybe culture's changing, or just this dating apps. This is the way it is these days. Wow, man. His loss, I'm stuck. You gotta love the narcissism, guys. I mean, this is just conceit to another level. I mean, when a guy gets stood up, a guy wouldn't even do a TikTok if he got stood up, right? We wouldn't even bother. You know what? If we got stood up, you know where we would go? Like Taco Bell or something, right? Or we go to the gym, or we go wash our car, or we take our dog out. We wouldn't be waking at TikTok and going, you know why she flaked? You know why she flaked? It's because of me. I'm amazing. That's why. I'm amazing. I mean, but these chicks will feed themselves this malarkey to no end. It's so sad how it's like this wall that prevents them from wanting to see the truth, right? Like, no, you keep it away. It's like this big hairy monster or something. His loss, I'm stunning. Give me a break.
So that was actually a special drink that they made me because I told them that.
What's it called? His loss, I'm stunning?
I got stood up because I felt bad.
But hey, you're stunning. It's his loss. So why are you even crying about this?
Taking up a table, I told them they could put me back at the bar because
I know, man. Charge her extra.
It was just going to be me, and so they gave me that on the house, and then the server brought.
Good way to get a free drink. Yeah, if you're a dude getting stood up, believe me, nobody's going to bring you a drink. But because everybody on this planet simps by default to women, they get free stuff when anything bad happens to them. We got to coddle them and infantilize them.
Over a shot, and we did one together, and then I went and met a friend, and we had a good time, and now I'm going to bed, and so it was a good night anyway.
Hey, but you're stunning. It's his loss. Okay. All right, one more.
I've got a first date, and I have to leave in 5 minutes.
Then why are you baking this?
Date, I got stood up, so I don't have high expectations. I'd organised to meet up with this guy. He'd stood me up once before, but he said he had the flu, so...
So she got stood up. This is a common theme too, I notice, with these DGs over 30. They will allow themselves to get stood up by the same dude more than once, right? Some of these chicks will let the guy stand them up 3, 4, 5 times. And they'll just put up with it. Whereas, if that was any other dude, a non-Chad, no way. Right? No way. They would hold your feet to the fire. Be like, mister, don't you ever dare disrespect me like that. Don't you ever think about it, little man. But for the alpha Chad, no, it's okay. You had the flu. Oh, you took a Ferris Bueller's day off. They'll buy his BS. Right? Because they know they're shooting out of their league by getting that dude. So they will put up with this nonsense because they're trying to go for one of these guys that are the top 10% of dudes. No different than any of these DGs on the dating apps. They're all going for the top 10% of dudes. Actually, most of the women, if not all of them on the dating apps, practically, are going for the top 10% of dudes. And that's not even an exaggeration. That is an actual study that is factual. So you see it play out in real life. She's putting up with the same guy who flaked on her, said he had a flu, said he had to get his leg amputated, said he was dead in a car wreck, whatever else excuse, came back to life to go on this date with her.
I thought I'd give him a second chance.
Of course, and a third and a fourth and a fifth.
Tomorrow, we'll meet up 10:30 at this place, see you then. 10:30 rolls around at that place, and the guy is nowhere to be seen.
Of course.
I wait 2 hours.
That's another thing. These chicks will wait hours for the dude to show up, right? But if you're Brad, you got about 2 minutes. If you're 2 minutes late, she will be like, hey, you disrespect me 2 minutes late? What do you think this is? Are you 2 minutes late to work too? You know, but if it's Chad, she'll have 2-3 hours, man. She'll camp out there all night if she has to, waiting for you to show up.
For this guy, and he doesn't turn up.
Of course
then I
not.
messaged him 11 at night that same day. I said, hey, like, what happened? And he told me that he had to fly interstate suddenly. It was
Hopefully not with the flu.
an emergency.
Emergency.
He had to fly out of state. So this date, I don't have any expectations.
So, I mean, really, fellas, this is just payback too, right? For all of the guys that she did this to, that all of these modern women have done this to in their lifetime. All of those simps in their friend zone, all of those incels that they've racked up over the years that they gave their phone number to, that the guys are like just, you know, like nervously, can I get your number? I would marry you, and oh, you're like a goddess, and I love you, and I would just put a ring on your finger, like all those guys that would carry through and give her the world, right? These chicks just totally annihilate those guys, flake on them, use them for favors, use them as an emotional tampon, you know, borrow their car, borrow money, never pay them back. I mean, these guys are just used to no end, right? They get stood up by these girls, they get flaked on last minute. The same piss poor behavior that these girls are getting from Chad, they dished out, doled out to hundreds of guys in their lifetime. So cry me a river that it's happening to you once or twice by the same dude. Ooh.
If the man turns up, that's great. If the man doesn't turn up, that's also great. I'm just going to go for a drink by myself.
That's it. As always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Any comments you would like to add or share, please drop them in the comments below. As always, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out. Don't forget to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys that want to support my work and everything I'm teaching you here, best way to support me is just jump into 7 months of mastery. Right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me. So take advantage of it. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.